Welcome to Watchi, your curator of refined timepieces. In this video, we explore the world of elegance and sophistication, unveiling one of the 5 best dress watches you can buy in 2023. Join us as we delve into style, craftsmanship, and timeless design, showcasing watches that elevate every occasion. Whether you're a connoisseur of classic aesthetics or someone seeking the perfect accessory for formal affairs, this guide will illuminate the path to your ideal dress watch. Let's embark on this journey of sartorial elegance together. First, the case of this Silver Arrow Millicent 2021 is far closer to the original watch, at least in terms of shape and design, not in terms of proportions. The 1950s model was probably around 34mm in diameter, and this new Silver Arrow measures 38.50mm in diameter. By all means, this is a compact case by contemporary standards. Longines idea with its heritage collection has never been to be 100% faithful, but to evoke the past with modernly designed and powered models. The watch has a pleasant size, is relatively thin on the wrist, but doesn't lack presence either. The case is nicely constructed, with a bezel that sits low into the case and a domed case back, reinforcing the feeling of thinness. The domed crown is also an ode to the original model, and the case back is decorated with the definitive element of this collection, a supersonic plane flying through the stars. It is water-resistant to thirtum only, but this watch is clearly on the dressy side. The shape of the case is also faithful to the original with thin, angular lugs, an inner and outer bevel, and an angled, relatively thick polished bezel. Inside the case, the Longines Silver Arrow doesn't look at the past and features the brand's proprietary caliber L888. This automatic movement, based on an ETA 2892 Eibouche, brings multiple improvements. The power reserve, for instance, is now 72 hours. In conclusion, the Longines Silver Arrow is a commendable addition to Longines legacy, embodying the brand's dedication to timeless design and precision craftsmanship. Seiko proved to the world that you don't need to charge $1,000 or more for a decent, albeit simple, mechanical timepiece. While most rank-and-file Japanese-made mechanical movements aren't often as pretty as Swiss ones, they often offer the same or better performance at more competitive prices. There is a reason the Presage Automatic SRPB43 and Kin are nicknamed Seiko Cocktail Time watches. The playful and colorful sunburst dials are classy-looking and also more expressive than many Japanese dress watches out there, especially at these prices. The SRPB43 has a silver dial with a blue sheen in the light. Seiko offers the same model in a silver dial, dark gray dial, brown dial, and an ivory white with black hands and hour markers, which is sort of cool. The SRPB pieces are easily the most character-rich among the entire Presage collection today. At 40.5mm wide and polished steel, the Presage Automatic is a medium-large dress watch in a size I believe most wearers will gladly accept. It wears nicely with the relatively thin bezel that maximizes the dial size. The case is also water-resistant to 50 meters, while the dial is covered with a Seiko Hardlex crystal. What makes the dial impressive is really the attention to detail and complexity of the parts, ranging from the curved dial to the curved hands. In conclusion, the Seiko Presage SRPB43 is a testament to Seiko's mastery in watchmaking, marrying traditional craftsmanship with modern technology. The new Longines flagship Heritage is quick to grab your attention. It has a clean, attractive dial, moon phase, a 38.5mm diameter that suggests easy wearing, and it's priced at a reasonable $3,050. But does it successfully achieve what it sets out to? And what is a moon phase like this even setting out to do nowadays? At 12.4mm thick, the flagship Heritage is thicker than you'd like for a moon phase with elegant ambitions. On the wrist, it sits relatively tall and flat. This is also thanks to the caseback sitting lower than the lugs. Place the flagship Heritage on a table and only the caseback will rest on it, with the lugs floating slightly higher. Longines chose a sportier case profile for the flagship Heritage compared to previous moon phases like the Master Collection. The flagship Heritage measures 47mm lug-to-lug, with the lugs having polished facets that give way to a brushed midcase. The screw-down caseback has Longines flagship golden blue enamel emblem and provides the flagship heritage 30 meters of water resistance, expected for a watch like this. The crown sits relatively low into the midcase thanks to the Moonphase module that's added onto the base caliber. Inside ticks the Longines caliber L899.5, based on an ETA caliber from parent Swatch Group. In conclusion, the Longines flagship heritage Moonphase Sunray is an exquisite watch that combines classic design with a touch of romanticism through its Moonphase complication. Until now, the Bambino was offered in a 40.5mm case. However, the new models, dubbed Orient Bambino 38, come in a more compact case with a 38.4mm diameter. The classic round steel case stands out with a thin sloping bezel and a domed crystal, which is mineral glass, not sapphire. The crown is relatively large and operates easily. On the wrist, this moderately sized dress watch wears elegantly and comfortably. At 12.5mm in height, the case isn't particularly thin, but it'll still slide under a cuff rather easily. And with the dome-shaped crystal, the profile of the case is balanced and visually thinner than what numbers suggest. The charm of the Bambino owes a lot to this convex crystal and equally domed dial. Overall, the look is consistent with the previous versions of the Bambino, but the new model has really been tastefully redesigned. The date is displayed via an aperture at 3 o'clock. The layout is classic, clean, and balanced, and as a result, the Orient Bambino 38 is perfectly legible. Turning the watch over, the snap-in exhibition caseback allows discovering the in-house automatic caliber F6724. As you would expect from a watch retailing at such an entry-level price, the decoration is pretty minimalistic. Still, there is an open-worked rotor engraved with the brand's logo. From a technical perspective, this workhorse ticks at 3 Hz frequency and boasts 40 hours of power reserve when fully wound. Now for 2023. Capturing Hokusai once more, Jaeger-LeCoultre returns to show the world its prowess in the enamel workshop. At 27.4mm by 45.5mm, the case design is reverso in its most modern form. The familiar rotating case assembly with short, flowing lugs is finished in white gold, doing a perfect job not distracting from the main focal point, which doesn't come into view until you flip over the case. Each piece required over 80 hours of handwork, not only to miniaturize the artwork, but also to reproduce the artist's color palette, using his signature technique to recreate the graduated Bokashi effect seen in the works. Something to consider here is that these techniques were originally mastered for 19th century Japanese woodblock prints, so JLC's ingenious enamel artisans have developed their own version in order to achieve the correct color gradients. It takes a decades-long experienced hand to produce enamel work like this, and in an era where machines, artificial intelligence, and digitization are giving us cause for concern, it's wonderful to know that in the world of wristwatches, there is something that a computer cannot reproduce, and that is the creativity and skillfulness of artisanship. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tribute enamel is indeed a true work of art, in every sense of the word.